Sexpot Comedy, collaborative, community-driven comedy from Denver, Colorado. Now and then, here and there, and always at sexpotcomedy.com.
Let's see. Birdy. When did Birdy start? What was the whole mindset behind that?
Birdy actually has a Sexpot origination as well because it came through Ben Kronberg.
Really?
Yeah.
Ben, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ben's he's a good old friend. He's one of the people I've in the comedy scene that I've really gotten to know really well and appreciate for how he approaches all this. He's a good guy. But he had the idea for this. This was back when cannabis wasn't as widespread as it is right now. Obviously, I think it would have been about 4.5 years ago. This was right when regulations were coming around, and it was still Wild West for the most part. And he had the idea to start this cannabis magazine that wasn't a cannabis magazine. It was, but it was more based in art and comedy. But everything had this cannabis theme to it. And we brought in Johnny DeStefano and Christy Thacker, who were good friends of Ben's. They'd known each other for a long time. They're the folks that manage the deer pile above City O City. And Mike King, he's pretty much done anything that I have that's external with regard to posters or logos or whatever. Mike King does all that. But he's now in the creative department of Illegal Pete's and doing what he does there. But us four came together, and there was a time when cannabis was still not viewed, obviously, very highly by a lot of folks in town. And they didn't feel comfortable taking a cannabis magazine out and feeling that was going to be successful. Limits your advertisers. It limits the people that want to carry it in their store. There are restrictions coming around here locally on the state level where they're talking about banning, essentially putting it in a porn cover if you had a cannabis magazine, to put the black sleeve over it, put it in plastic, and put it in the back so that people couldn't open it. Totally silly. But all that fed into why we didn't move forward with it being a cannabis-tone magazine. Yeah. So Christy and Johnny have always been very in tune with just the local arts community at large and decided to do something that was a little bit more broad, that still had a cannabis influence to it, that was adjacent to it and sometimes involved in it, influenced by it, no doubt, but not focusing on it. And that really broadened our scope and really made it what became Birdy, because Christy and Johnny always viewed Birdy as being kind of a document of this point in time in Denver of where the art scene's at on a more eclectic grassroots level, and that's kind of the inspiration around it. But again, it goes back to the first two questions, which was it served as a marketing outlet for the businesses, and supporting that early on was less expensive than it was paying for a lot of the more traditional advertising that people pursued.
How long has it been going on?
We just released issue 32, which you were in. Scott LaBarbera, Oriental Theater owner, did a lovely interview of you.
Again, y'all can clap for me. It's all right. I will take all of it. Well, that's cool, man. So let's see. Where are we going? Oh,
on Birdy really quick. We're going to
man. No, this is your episode, man. This is kind of your shit.
I think we're at less than 4,000 in distribution right now. On October 1st, we're going to 10,000 with Birdy.
Nice.
And we just launched in a couple of places in Seattle and spreading in Boulder and Fort Collins, and then going to L.A. October as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I'm growing out here. That's what I like to see, man.
Yeah. Very small level, though. Carrying on the same things that we've done here. Like if you can start those fires in other cities, with like-minded people that already know about it, that already contribute. Right. We have a lot of LA and Seattle contributors in Birdy already, so it's an easy transition. That's
awesome, man. That's crazy. I didn't even know it was going that big. Yeah, Kayvan. All right. That's dope.
This has been a Sexpot Comedy Joint. Collaborative, community-driven comedy produced by Andy Jewett and Kayvan Khalatbari. Headquartered in Denver, Colorado, with technical support from Isaac Miller. Every day at sexpotcomedy.com or at a show near you. Until next time, be well, friends.